What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Ashley. All right. I told you I was going to catch you in this one next. If you watched my last video. Um, this one should be interesting. Let's go in. I haven't seen this before.
I was worried at first. I was like, is it on? Is she here? Welcome,
Mhm.
Tiff. How are you, darling?
Now watch this. She gonna give this chick a whole bunch of energy. She when she interview guys, she give them 5 minutes tops. But the women, she give them all the leeway, all the time in the world. It's annoying as hell. Anyway, let's go in.
I'm good. So your name is Tiffy. Can I call, or is that fine? Your name's
Yeah, you can call me too.
okay. Are you here for dating or are you here to ask a question?
Ask a question. So I want to start streaming on TikTok. I just got my live access. And I was wondering, like, how do you grow? What are some good strategies to get people to come and watch your lives and stuff like that? Topics, maybe? Just
Yeah,
some ideas.
absolutely. I would say be consistent. If since you're just starting, I would say if you can go live every day or at least Monday through Saturday, give yourself one day. That would be my advice to you. Go live every single day, at least for the first 3 months. And then create some topics around what it is that you're doing. So I don't know what it is that you do, like makeup, hair, cars, cabinets. I'm being hypothetical.
The same topic, the
Um,
same one for 3 to 6.
Yeah, it could be the same topic or just, yeah, you could switch it up as long as it's around the same subject. And
Okay.
Roxanne said bring energy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So how long do you think I should stay on?
How long can you stay on? It's up to you.
Um, I don't know.
Well, ask yourself this: how bad do you want to grow? How important is it growing on live?
I mean, it's important. I just wanted to see what I can do, because I know some people, I don't know about on TikTok, but I know some of the dating apps that I was streaming on, like Meet Me and POF.
Hmm.
Like a lot of the women on there, they make a living just streaming.
So why aren't you consistent on those apps as well? Are you consistent?
Yeah, but it's more annoying because it's only men and they all want to hit on you and stuff like that, and you get tired of it because I'm not really checking for any of them, and so they send you gifts and stuff like that. And they're trying to win your attention, but I don't really want their attention. So I'd rather just be
Gifts
more
are good.
balanced.
Don't you want to get paid for your time? So gifts are good.
Yeah, but the guys after a while they want to take you out. They want to, it's just I hate that it's just all men most of the time.
But it's a dating app, my love. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I like the TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Try TikTok. I'm also hearing that streaming on a dating app is not good as well. There's no good men over there.
there aren't. They're all losers. Like one time, a man he was like severely disabled. He thought he would qualify for me. I'm like, excuse me, sir. I'm not gonna push you around in a wheelchair. And his face was like deformed. And he just got in the box. I was just like, and he was old, very old.
And I guess maybe it's a challenge for him to find someone out in the world. So he's doing what he can do. And I guess that's his best. And maybe
I
he's
mean,
willing to wine and dine. I'm not saying that's for you, but I'm sure he's willing to take care of the woman he's with. And he probably thought you were attractive. Not saying you need to be with him. I'm not saying that, but maybe that's the only way he feels confident, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't know. I would say, get in the people with disability group or, something like that because it was just
You know, it's funny. Uh, Men, take note, okay? Women want your money, women want your attention, but they don't want your time, okay? Now, if she get views on her TikTok from men, she gonna like that. If she do numbers with men, like unless you trying to be some type of female activist or whatever, like it does sound like she don't want the men attention, but you're on a dating app. You were on a dating app. Okay, you were going live. That like, what do you expect? Like Ashley said, like, what do you expect? Okay, and then she throw all the men under the bus. They all losers. Oh, it's just funny how I I, I think began this saying that this country is so slanted towards the women, uh, on like this Western culture, and I'm telling you, man, it ain't hard. It ain't easy being a brother. It ain't easy being a man. Period. Not even just a brother. It just ain't easy being a man. We don't get no love and attention from most of the women. We just don't. In order for us to get that, we got to go to other countries where women appreciate the men. Women aren't raised to appreciate men here. Only thing women want is our money and our attention, because our attention garners numbers, and the numbers garners asking price for ads. So for instance, if you're an Instagram model, you need a whole lot of followers. You don't care if they men. You want those men followers. That's why you shaking your ass. Okay? So you can get that male attention, so then you can take that to the ad people and say, I'm charging this much for my ad space. Okay? Because I got 1 million followers. But if one of those guys try to holler at you, you ain't got time. If one of those men try to give you money, you'll take it. You still ain't got time though. uh, I don't know how this culture can be fixed. I don't have a whole lot of hope that it can at this point, because I'm gonna just be honest. I think a lot of women are out of control, and it's not even their fault. It's not even the women's fault. The women are just out of control, and it's not their fault. Whoever put these policies in place destroyed the culture of American families. They just did. Because women prove that if you give them a lot, this is probably why things were the way they were at first. And I'm not saying that that was right, I'm not justifying it, but I think the older heads had the nature of women pretty pinned down. That's why at first they was like, oh, women, they need to live under a man. They can't vote. They can't do this, that, and the third. And I think they had it like that for the reason of keeping order in families and societies. They needed to make sure that the families were going to thrive at that time, especially when there was low population. Now I know some women who are activists and who are feminists and things like that, and hear me roar. I get it. I love y'all too, but it's not conducive to a family anymore. That mindset and that ideology is not conducive to families, and families are being destroyed right now, and women don't really seem to care much about that. They want to make themselves happy. I get it. But I think there was a reason why things were structured the way they were back in the day. But now that women have more freedoms, we're going to have less families. And some women might be okay with that. But you talk about not seeing the forest before the trees. Okay? I'm talking big picture stuff. We need to see the big picture, and the big picture is families. And we need to get back to families, in my opinion. I'm not saying that women shouldn't have their dreams and aspirations and things like that, but nothing, not even money, should come before family. Nothing. And that's not the case in this country. Money comes before everything. And that is a recipe for self destruction, in my opinion. Let's go in.
It's weird. Like, why would I want to spend my time pushing somebody around in a wheelchair?
Right, but he saw you and he thought you were beautiful and you're streaming. So he's like, she's here. They say it's more fish in the sea. You in the sea, honey. Plenty of fish. Hinge. You there. So he's like, let me shoot my shot. Okay. Do you want to do dating?
I don't think so. I think my standards too high and I'm not willing to lower them.
Why are your standards too high? What does that mean to you? Like, what does that look like?
I don't even want nobody to go on me for it. So, because women's supposed to have low standards, mine are too high. So I can be myself and be peaceful. I don't have to have no drama of a relationship.
Fair enough, Tiffy. It sounds like you've been through.
Man, if she did not just prove everything I said right. If she is not the walking example of what I was just talking about. Her standards is too high. So I don't need the pressure of no relationship. Everything I just fucking said about family and priorities and we focused on the wrong thing. Listen, if she ain't got the mentality to be a wife, she ain't a wife. She don't need to be a wife. But how did she get there? How are we raising our daughters? Like, she's choosing to do things the hard way. The hard way is, hey, Ashley, how can I get up my Instagram page? Do I go on TikTok? Do I do this? Do I do that? How can I hustle? Because I can't get along with a man. So I got to create a business and stuff so I can stick my nose up at everybody and say that I'm too good for them. My money ain't all the way right now. But my expectations and my standards are through the roof, though, because I'm still a stuff, even though I ain't even got my own TikTok thing live going yet. You know, my expectations are through the roof because I'm so vain and so conceited. And even if I got a wig on, I'm still a shit. Like, if y'all don't see the reckoning of society, these videos should show you the reckoning of society. We're breaking down as a country. Japan is about to go extinct because ain't nobody getting together. That's going to happen in the United States. I give it 10 more years. People are going to start to go extinct here. It's already happening in some communities. It's going to happen in our community pretty soon. Because women want to take a lot of women, too many women, not all women, but too many women want to take a whole bunch from a guy because their standards are so freaking high and they don't want to give nothing. Offer nothing. Let's see a living example, shall we?
Do some things a little bit, but
No,
that's
it's really the internet trying to humble women all the time. Like, if you say you want this in a guy, they're always trying to humble you and say, well, how do you qualify? You know, because you hit the wall and, you know, all that rhetoric. So I just say,
I do this every day. I know I do this every day. And you know, when it goes up, it's definitely the same 5 talking points.
and it's not like that great having a man in your life. Like, it's like, I'm like, sometimes I wonder, is there a point of having a man? Like, they brainwash you into thinking you need one so much because they like to feel needed because of their ego. But we're more peaceful, single, and child free, you know?
Okay, well that's your philosophy, right? So I think different strokes for different folks, but I think it would be a complete.
She said we're more peaceful, single, and child free. What did I tell you about family? Look at the priorities of these women. Your priority is what? A TikTok account, going live on TikTok, having no genetic legacy with kids, having no maternal legacy with a husband. Life is about TikTok reels. That's where your love and passion is. And you don't think your priorities is mixed up? Ain't nothing so special about having a man anyway. I mean, why do all these women want to, yeah, and then they talk about you and you don't qualify, and you probably don't. But you got your qualifications and your expectations for a man. He got to meet your expectations because they so high. But you don't think you got to qualify for that man? I said a while ago, women put a wig on, they put a little makeup on, and they all of a sudden think they're better than every man they come in contact with. They believe their own lie in the mirror. This is a lie right here. Okay, this is a lie. That is not your hair, sweetheart. You didn't grow this hair. But you believe this lie, and you put yourself up into, and if a man were to ask her, what do you rank yourself? Guess what she would say? 1,000. I rank myself 1,000. No, 1 out of 10. 1,000. That's what she would say. Because she believed this lie. And then when she started believing this lie, her expectations go through the roof, right? But then when a man come back with some reality checks like, how do you qualify? She don't want to hear that. She don't want to hear that. That's too real. I ain't got time for this. Look, I'm gonna get out of the whole man race anyway, because I don't feel like I have to qualify myself for a man. What is a man? Like, I'd rather deal with TikTok, Instagram, OF. I'd rather deal with that. Men are nasty. Men are the boogeyman. I don't want no kids. I don't want no family. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call the modern woman. Right here. The modern woman. Let's go in.
Complete lie to say a man. For you to say, I'm not saying you, Tiffy, for anyone here, to say they could go 20 years unless you are a nun. You never had seg in your life. You never kissed anyone in your life. But to say you can go 20 years without a man's touch at all. Don't look at him. Don't smell him. Just stay in your home. Go to work. Come home. Don't even have communication. I don't know. I don't think that's realistic. I understand your frustration. I do understand your frustration.
Statistically speaking, women don't really, 80% of women do not reach an orgasm. And you know,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Most of the time we don't get anything from it. We're not getting what they're getting from it.
Okay. So maybe you're not fulfilled sexually. All right. But
Oh no,
still.
I'm one of the weird women that have the O's. So
Okay. All right.
but I'm saying
You're one of the weird women that have the O's? Am I missing something? Aren't you happy about that? You've managed to turn a positive into a negative? Why even bring that stat up when that's not you? Talk about reaching for something to complain about. That's not even you. The modern woman. y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the modern woman. Let's go in.
Saying
But
just other
again, I'm
women.
saying, Tiffy, it would be a lie to say you would never want to be with a man another day in your life.
I'm
You're
not
no
lowering my
longer here.
standards. I'm not lowering my standards for anyone. So can't
No,
nobody
but
tell me
I'm
what
not
I
even
can do.
talking about standards. I'm just saying being with a man, period. Just being with a
If,
man.
if that what it takes, I want a rich man. I want a man with money. So that's what I want. And I'm not going to settle for less than that because
Like I said in multiple videos now, and it's becoming redundant. Women worship money. They worship money. They don't love money. They worship money. A woman will take money over a man and a family any day. She will take money and over 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 everything. If if somebody offered a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women, I give you $1 million to drop your religion. Where do I sign? Okay, and the proof of that is social media. They shame themselves. The sexy reds. They bust it wide open. They join OnlyFans. You think the Lord is smiling at that? No, the Lord is not smiling at you when you busting it open on OF. You think they won't do that? I seen this one post. I don't know if y'all seen it. It was a post of a young lady. I'm gonna see if I could pull it up. But she said, I will take money over morals any day. I got $1 million. Y'all can keep the morals. No lie. That's what this chick said. Ladies, you're becoming drug addicts over money. For real, drug addicts. It's become a drug to women. Men like money too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But man will give all his wealth to his family, which is how it should be. Women, when they get money, they ain't talking about sharing it with nobody. It's all for them. And they will give up any man, get rid of any kid if they could, or potential kid. Ladies, y'all gonna have to come to terms with the fact you're obsessed with money, and you're gonna ruin society because of it. This is a dead end that y'all going down. Let's go back in.
to me, being experienced, I mean, outside of, intercourse, I mean, they cause drama in your life, It's peaceful now that I broke up with my boyfriend. Finally on my own for the first time in my life. And I come home, I learned, I sleep wild. Like I'm all over the bed. All that time I didn't know that about myself, and I got a king size bed, so it's peaceful. My house is clean, it's quiet. I work for myself, and my life is only going to get more peaceful because I'm about to make this move. And I'm nobody going to come into my life and mess it up. They come into your life and they siphon energy off of you a lot of times. So yeah, so he got to be putting something back that I need because I already have money. So you need to be rich or close to it.
And the reason I asked too about standards, because I know rich looks different for everyone. It depends where you are in your life, right? So my idea of rich and your idea of rich may look completely different. So that's why I always ask the ladies when they come up, not that I'm asking you, like, how much money does a man have to make? What exactly does rich mean to you? Because again, that looks different for
Okay.
everyone.
So on the low, he would need to be about 250K, have some assets, property, owns his home, he can afford to take care of us. Cause I don't want to, if I'm living with a man, I'm not paying the bills. I'm not doing that. I've never, even with average dudes, I've never paid the rent. That's just a standard. And I want to have nice things. He can teach me things. He can teach me more about finances, can add to my life, like that. I don't really care about looks that much, You don't got to be 6 feet. You ain't got to have a six pack. I don't care about that. I'm over looks. Cute just equals security. So, and unless you can add to my life like that, I don't want nothing to do with it, And if it takes me to be single forever, I will do that because I'm bisexual too. So, what I can do. So,
Okay, all right, fair enough. I was also gonna ask you, like, my follow-up question is, you said you dated guys who had money, right? And you said they always paid your bills and
Let me say this real quick, y'all. Take a look at her face. This chick is in pain. All right? She is in pain. There is a passion, there is a hurt behind how she's acting. And I've been noticing that, but this is a good time to bring it up. She is talking out of pain. And I think maybe because of her breakup with her boyfriend recently, he might have done something that really hurt her to the point where she is so done with men that that's why she brought up the whole bi thing, because she's probably tired of getting hurt by men. So a part of me is now feeling like she's lashing out. If the right guy came along, I think she would stop tripping. I think it looks like from the look of her face, she needs about a year to heal. She needs about a year, maybe 2 years to heal. She ain't ready to date anyway. This is why when she came on the show, she said, I don't want to date. I ain't trying to date. She ain't ready. Okay. She needs to miss a man's touch. She needs to miss a man, especially paying the bills, because now it makes sense why she reduced men to money now. Okay? Because money for women is the equalizer. Money is the equalizer. I said this in another video. A lot of women can't fix a tire, but they can pay somebody to fix their tire. A lot of women can't build a table, but they can buy a table. A lot of women can't change a transmission, but they can hire a mechanic to change a transmission. It equals women out with men. Men have a lot of trades and a lot of hands-on tools, and I think honestly a lot of women are a little jealous of men because we have the creative minds, we have the mechanical, the construction minds, the building, we have the strength to build things, we can create our world. Women have to buy their world a lot of times. And if they can buy the same world as a man, or even a better world than a man, that makes them feel, that gives them self-esteem. Okay, then they can start looking down at men. This is why I think women secretly worship money. Not even secretly, they just worship money because it equals them out with men. But this young lady right here, she wants that power now. She wants that money power. That's the only way she could see it worth it, because looking at her face, love is painful. Okay? She ain't trying to go into her next relationship with love on the mind. she want that money now. So she's not ready. She won't be ready for another year or two when she get all this pain out of her. But this chick is in pain. And she needs healing, maybe even need a therapist. No lie. She needs therapy. She probably not going to do the work because she figured out the solution. Just get these dudes for their dollars. Get these dudes, have them take care of me like a daddy. Okay? Check my video, Unhealthy Substitutes. She want a daddy figure now to pay all her bills, this, that, and the third. And the guy who she was with, he was probably paying all her bills because she said all the guys she was with paid all her bills. So now that he's gone, now she got to get another hustle. She got to get a TikTok account. And she got to get her social media up, okay? Because he left the void. Now she got to pay her own bills. She's ready to pay her own bills, but it's hard. It's going to be hard replacing his income. Very hard. Because I have a feeling she don't like paying bills. I have a feeling even if she got the money, she don't like paying bills. Most women don't like paying bills. They like the men to pay the bills. But anyway, I noticed this woman is in pain. I can see it in her eyes. I can see it in her face. She needs 2 years of healing, and then she can get back on the market. Let's go back in.
And things like that. For example, why didn't that work out? Let's say the last guy. I'm assuming he was rich or had money. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong.
Well, I lived with two men in my life. The first one, he had a lot of money. He bought me cars, clothes, designer clothes, diamonds, put us in a nice place, all of that. The second guy, but I just happened to meet a man that had a lot of money. And then after I broke up with him, I got with another guy. And no, he didn't have all of that. I was okay with just his average salary, whatever, but he still paid all the bills. And nice things that he could when he could. So I'm not,
And why did
I'm
that
doing
end?
50-50.
Why did that end, Tiffy? Like, why did things not work out? If he was buying you designer and he put you in a better living situation and things like that, what is the reason that it didn't work out?
The one who had all the money,
Yeah.
well, he was very emotionally abusive. He was a narcissist. Like the therapist told me that he was very emotionally abusive to me.
Oh, so she is in therapy. I suggested she get in therapy, but she's already in there. That's good. That's good. Okay. I'll give her a year. She'll be able to bounce back. Let's go back in.
And I would have died if I stayed in that relationship.
And I'm assuming you had to see those signs before you guys, like on the interim of you guys dating, like in the very beginning. Someone
No,
who's emotionally
narcissist.
abusive, there's always signs. If there's a narcissist, there's always signs, Tiffy.
No,
There's
I did not
always
see any
signs.
signs. By the time I started seeing signs, we were already living together in a nice apartment. And so, yeah, because they come in the door all grandiose gestures and
That's what I was
showering
gonna
you
say.
with
Love bombing, giving you a lot of things, and then may turn into a little bit of controlling what you're doing, how you doing it. So I'm saying there had to be signs.
Yeah, I didn't see it. And I was young. I wouldn't have recognized him anyway. That was like my first adult relationship. So even if there were signs, I probably wouldn't have been, I probably wouldn't have noticed them.
So what about now? Are you attracting guys, let's say, who make the 250K plus per year? Is that something you're attracting now, or women? Because you said you're open to both genders.
Well, when it comes to a woman, she don't have to make a 250K because I know she's not going to suck me dry, But
That's not fair to say, honey. That's not
okay.
not. And
You see why it's so hard to be a guy? Do you see why it's so hard in this world to be a guy? All those expectations and standards that she claimed she had, let it be a woman, she ain't got to do all that. Cause what she say, she ain't gonna suck her dry. I'm not sure exactly what she mean by that, but that's, like I said, she reduced the men to money. But when it's another woman, I drop all those standards for you. This is for the dudes. This is why guys are waking up and saying, I'm not taking this badass deal no more. Now we asking for stuff. You got to qualify, and she don't want to qualify for that. So if you don't want to qualify for us, go be with her. Go be with what they call her, Kiki with the plastic. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's go in.
2024, honey. Don't
Yeah,
listen.
I
These
can
women
feel like
smart
a
now.
good spirit in a woman, you know.
Uh-huh.
Men, so no, the woman don't have to make that much for me, but a man,
But
yeah,
why is
and
that? Why is the man held at a certain standard but not the woman? If I'm laying up with you, it should be the same standard. If you getting my energy and my time, it should be equal.
to be honest, I don't feel bad about going 50-50 with a woman because, women are clean. She's gonna help with the kids, help with all of the stuff that men don't be helping with. They just think they supposed to provide and you do all those things. And I know she would be valuable, an asset to me in other ways.
Okay, so she could make less than you. That would be okay if she made less than you. You would be
Yeah,
fine with that.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then it sounds like it would just be easier to be with a woman than it would be to be with a man, let's say in your situation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not really trying to be with anybody. That's just not my priority. I'm focused on my bag. Like you like saying be with. Like I'm like, if it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. I'm focused on my bag and my moves and my goals and my dreams. That's what I'm focused on. I'm not really focused.
The worship of money. I'm focused on my bag. I ain't trying to be with nobody. I ain't trying to get along with nobody. I ain't trying to cooperate with nobody. I just want the bag. Question out there. Do money buy happiness, people? Put it in the comments. Does money buy happiness? I'd be interested to know. Let's go back in.
Focus on nobody right now.
Okay, I'm only saying be with because we're talking about dating. That's what we're talking about
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
And
but I didn't.
it
I
would
wasn't
be
here
a
for that.
complete lie I think it would be a complete lie to sit up here and say that we can go our whole life again, unless you're a nun, you've never laid down with a man or woman ever in your life. It would be a lie to say you do not want intimacy. That would be a lie. That would just
Okay,
be a lie to me.
but I'm good now. I'm not prioritizing having intimacy right now. Anyway,
But I don't
I'm
mean
not
as a
saying.
second. I mean in life, just in
Yeah.
general. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm.
just not a priority right now. I mean, if something came along and it was what I wanted, of course I would go for it. But it's just, to me right now, it's not a priority. Like I came on here for business advice, how to grow to myself on TikTok. I have my own business and I have goals of, I'm saving $20,000 over the summertime. Like I'm focused on these things and I got a lot of hobbies. I have friends, relatives, so I'm not alone. My son hugs me every day and kisses me every day. So
All right. Well, fair
is
enough.
it really that bad? Like y'all really think it's so horrible to be single? It's really not. Just try it. And you just
I'm not saying it's horrible to be single, but you.
Is it me or this chick? She's so fidgety. I wonder if she's dealing with some kind of condition. She just seemed very fidgety to me. Like Ashley, she sits still and she looks in the camera, but this chick is so fidgety. I don't know if she's on some kind of, not, you know, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say the words on YouTube, but I don't know if she's on something, or I don't know if she is in pain internally. I don't know if she is dealing with something psychological. I guess she's in therapy. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with this chick. I can't put my finger on it all the way. It could be a multitude of things, to be honest. But watch how much she fidgets, y'all. Watch how much she fidgets and how much she's fixing her hair and adjusting her seat and this, that, and the third. I just don't. I don't think something is right with this chick. And if she don't want a relationship, she probably doing everybody else a favor. Let's go in.
You said, you keep saying be with, and you said, oh, well, at the top, like when we started speaking initially, you was like, well, women kind of really don't need a man, right? No one needs anyone, but we do need people, right? We're humans. We need community. We need help. We need
Yeah,
support. We need
that's
intimacy. So it
yeah.
would be a lie to say we're not designed to be in relationships. That would be a lie. That's why
We
I'm
are
bringing this
designed to
up.
have relationships, yes, because we need community as women. But you can find community and intimacy with another woman because she understands your emotions. Intimacy doesn't need to be physical all the time. It can be just having intimate conversation
That's
about
why I
talking
said
about.
intimacy. That's why I didn't say
Yeah,
sex, because that's what intimacy means. Yeah,
yeah. So a woman can provide that for me. So
absolutely. I would say from the outside looking in, it just sounds like, I don't know, you've been through a lot of things. I could be wrong. You seem a little hurt. I don't know what that
I
past
don't,
relationship was
I
like.
don't feel hurt. I don't feel hurt. I feel excited about life. I feel excited about my ambitions. I don't feel hurt. I don't. And I don't reject everybody. I just want to feel something like this person just have to be of very high quality. And honestly, in women, the quality is more physical because I don't want a big woman. I'm not a big woman, you know. Her face don't have to be perfect or nothing. But I want her to be fit because I like to work out, and I would like to work out with her, go hiking, outdoors, all that stuff.
Absolutely. Okay. And again, everyone here, you can have, you can do what you want. I'm just giving you my opinion from the outside looking in. It just feels like something happened. I don't know. Maybe that last relationship with the guy that you were with or the one before kind of just did something to you. You just seem like hurt to me. Yeah.
I don't see how you get that from me because
That's what I got. I got that 15 minutes, half hour ago. Okay. That's what I got. You seem hurt to me too. And like I was saying, she keep fidgeting with herself and she just I think her main issue is psychological. Okay. I don't know if it's a drug. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think her main issue is psychological. I think this chick needs meds. She needs some kind of um, anti-depression meds because I think she's lying to herself if she says she's not hurt. She needs the love and tender care of another woman, which tells me it's more. She's an emotional, like she's on emotional overload, and she don't realize it. She's on emotional overload, and the only person that can kind of soothe that and massage that is another woman who is on the same frequency as her, and they could probably heal each other together. You know. So, and that's why she'll drop her standards for another woman because she needs someone who knows how to deal with her emotionally. And men probably don't have the patience to deal with her emotions. She probably gets angry very quickly, especially with men. I bet she treat men way different than she treat women. She just has a different disposition with women than she do men. Very biased towards women, so she should be with a woman. Don't punish no man and be with him, because your your frequency is not set for man, it's set for woman. And if your vibration is feminine energy, knock yourself out. And I think that's pretty much what she's saying. She would prefer a woman. So have at it. Do your thing. But she is such an emotional wreck. I don't think no man want to be with her anyway. Let's go in.
I mean, most people, somebody, usually in most relationships, everybody's been hurt before. I don't think I'm any different, you know.
Right,
But
but it's
I'm
still on your
like when
energy,
we
is what I'm saying. It's weighing on you. That's what I'm feeling. It's
no, I
weighing
care
on
about.
you.
I'm on here to grow my TikTok, and I'm not even here for dating. Like I don't. I'm really not tripping right now. I'm trying to grow, build, do some nice things in my life. I'm not. I'm just not focusing on
Yeah,
that.
but
Like
a
why is
part
it
of
so hard
growing,
to? Huh?
because I'm in it, Tiffy, because I'm in it, a part of growing is we have to clear out whatever's hurting us energetically. So that's not just relationships, that could be family, romantic relationships, financial burdens, whatever that's blocking us is going to stop us from growing in our business and growing in
Okay.
life, period. That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
we all have pain growing up. I was bullied. Yeah. Okay. I think I come to accept that.
Hmm.
I mean, we all have hurt in in our lives. I'm just not. It's just so hard for y'all to understand. Like when I broke up with my ex, I shed not one tear. I did not care. I was like, "Good riddance, sir." You know.
That's the problem right there. You shed not one tear. You should have. You should have released it. You haven't released it. It's still psychologically stuck in your head. You haven't released those emotions. So those emotions got nowhere to go. That's why you're fidgeting all over the place. Because that energy is in you, and you feel like only a woman can massage that out of you, okay? Without you having to shed a tear. But that's the problem. You bragging on not shedding a tear when he left. All you did is entrap that energy in your soul, and you never released it. You need to have a good cry over that situation and release that energy. Don't brag on it. And I know she's saying she not tripping. I know what all the women gonna say, but she not tripping off of that. She keeps saying that, yeah. She gotta tell herself that. She has to tell herself that. That's the only way to continue to go, to move on, is to tell a white lie to yourself and say, I'm good. I don't need no dudes. As a matter of fact, I'm off all men. Okay? I don't want no man right now. I got this. I'm gonna get me a TikTok account, and I'm gonna create my own little TikTok business. Meanwhile, that resentment and that energy is building up in her to the point where she's fidgeting all over the place. She never cried a tear, but her eyes are glossed over. Like the pain is fighting to come out. Fighting. You need to release that, sweetheart. Let's go in.
I did not care. And I did love him. I still love him and I still talk to him. But I'm not going to put up with certain things from people. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. And you shouldn't have to, Again, I know this wasn't about dating, this was about your business. But if I could give you any advice, I don't know if you're in therapy. I would suggest it, maybe just so
I
if
suggest everybody be in therapy. So
I
I did
suggest it
sign
to
up for them
everybody.
though.
What's that?
I had signed up for it though.
Yeah, and this comes from a place of love, so I don't want you to feel like be defensive. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my content, but This is not that type of place where I'm trying to embarrass anyone or make them feel bad about themselves. I'm just being honest. That's all.
I understand. I just don't get why people can't understand, like, people that's content being alone. Like, it's not always about relationships. Like, I've never had a relationship with a woman that, a love, that a bond like that, you know. And even a woman, even if she was a perfect 10, I'm just not in that headspace of trying to find somebody right now, And women have never did anything to me, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I'm just not. I'm really just focusing on getting this bag for real, and I will. So
Well, thank you for coming up and sharing, and I wish you the best, hon.
you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Sending her love and light. She's definitely heard from her last experience, and it weighs on her. Like, whatever happened with the last person she was with, I didn't want to say jaded, but that was the word I was going to use. I didn't want to be so harsh and say she's jaded, but it definitely feels that way. And granted, we all go through things in life. Everyone here has been through something, but it's different when we kind of wear it on our sleeve and wear it on our energy, So I suggest therapy to everyone. That's just not to you, Tiffy. So many ladies and so many men come up here and we speak, and I say, try therapy, try counseling, try speaking to your pastor, whoever it is, whoever that person is for you, because it's going to be very hard to grow in your business if there's other things in your life that you haven't sorted out, or you have something bothering you. You're not going to be able to grow in other areas of your life. This is why we don't go to the gym. This is why we neglect self-care. This is why we emotionally eat. This is why, we're not on top of our bills, because other things are bothering us. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, that was not bad advice by Ashley. That was pretty good. And yeah, therapy is a thing. Um, I really don't think that people are always honest with themselves. I really don't. I think people lie to themselves all the time. Not just women either. Men do it too. We lie to ourselves all the time in order to move forward instead of deal with certain things and emotions and traumas and things like that. We lie to ourselves. Oh, that was nothing. I'm over it. I can do way better than that. You know, I'm just not going to accept anything less next time. I'm gonna just get money out of a guy next time. That something tangible. That way, I don't feel like I lost anything in him leaving me. I'm gonna just, and this is why the price for women keep going up in the U.S. because they want to feel like they got something. They always want everybody want to get the upper hand. Everybody want to get the upper hand, and women feel like they can get the upper hand by asking a ridiculous price for men out of the gate. But I say leave her alone. And the thing is this: if she ever get with a woman, she don't realize this, but she gonna have to deal with that woman's emotions, and she gonna find out real quick that ain't the answer. Because I'm gonna tell you, men are way more patient with women than women are patient with women. I mean, women can challenge that. Put it in the comments. Am I right about that? Because I'm gonna tell you, when a woman is with a woman, somebody's gonna be looking for a man. And what I mean by that is, you played a man role. No, you played a man role. No, you played a man role. Now I know she said if she gets with a woman, she'll drop her standards and she don't have to make as much money as her and all this other stuff. But this is just a stat out there. The couples that get divorced the most, the absolute most, is women and women. You check the divorce stats, woman and woman, y'all really don't like each other. Hey, don't be mad at me. That's just what the stats say. Woman and woman is the worst couple there is. You know what's the best couple? No, not straight couples. Man and man. I'll never know. But woman and woman get divorced the most. Hetero, okay? And then man and man, they get divorced the least. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. If you got this far, hit the like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
2024, honey. Don't listen.
I can feel like a good spirit in a woman, you know.
Uh-huh.
Men, you know. So no, the woman don't have to make that much for me, but a man, yeah.
But why is that? Why is the man held at a certain standard, but not the woman? If I'm laying up with you, it should be the same standard.